Hola, buenos dias. Hello and good morning. This is Andrew Weston, resonating on solar systems, planets, intelligence, through its galactic system and its galactic force, through its energy cycles, its systematical cycles. There's a lot of energies that are going on right now. We're coming into that major solar shift I was telling you about through the galactic system and the energy core, using the galactic higher selves, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The octaves to collect all the ideas and patterns through the synchronizing soul. So we're getting that amazing glow that's coming over us through a tremendous force right now. So we're basically coming into a new force field, a new force shield, and that force shield is going to uprise our energies and uplift our vibration so we can reach the fifth platitude. So those septic centers are already separating right now through the solar surface of its atmospheres right now. So they're still traveling right now, but like I said, everything is going to get done in its process through its data processing. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and the viewers and the Higher Self channel for love and support. Let's keep up the force of the galactic force, by the way. This is a galactic Octave 7 resonating with you right now. So I just like to keep you updated on what's going on through Space Continuum. So today I'd like to talk a little bit more, we talked about the belief system. Let's talk about space and what's in space. Space are elements of particles through its surface, and basically there's oscillation winds, there's metric systems, there's meteorological systems, there's planet systems of its kind. When you're in the matrix, through the perception of the eyes, through the energy pod, which is the perceptions of everything that you see through its line formations, and those line formations are connecting through its solar energies, and those solar energies are through mecha systems, and the mecha systems are going in full collaboration with relationship and partnership. So if you have partnership with Space Continuum, then you have full collaboration with everything around you, with its in planets and its intelligence. You can connect with your patterns, you can connect with your telegraphing waves, you can connect with your radio signals. And you put all those together through its vibration, balance out its equilibrium through its sequence, use that sequence to another high note, and those high notes are going through its energy cells, and those energy cells are going through graphing signals. Now those graphing signals are basically pitch sounds that have location grids in space. Space has its own energy, has its own flow. It's a radioactive of its energy source, and that flow continues on its own system. And the metric meteorological system has its own connection ways through space. So when you're flying around in Space Continuum, you see a lot. You see its cloud formations, you see how it gathers all its energies, its particles. Everything is through calibration, through gamma rays, through protons, electrons, neutrons. We even have energy septicons. Those are basically diffusing mechanisms through its particles of energies. So it's two collaborations where you get two significant energy cells, same, and when they collide together, they explode. And when they explode, they come into evaporation. Through its evaporation, they resolve its issues through voicing signals, and they collect their ideas and patterns, and they form into something beautiful. Where there's different shapes in the galactic system, where you have different realms, different universes, different dimensions, and those those different dimensions fall upon different sidewinds. Sidewinds are through its solar shift, and those oscillations are going extremely fast through Mach. The acceleration speed through velocity, and the velocity is going through a tremendous force. So when you're in space, you have to know how to vortex, you have to know how to time leap, time jump, time warp, hyperspeed, hyperforce. You get to understand its alienations, you get to understand its formations through its ground formations, you get to understand, well, we can get into spaceships, but we're not there yet. You still have to get used to your galactic self. So basically you guys took a journey just to get that energy flow through the galactic solar self, and use those mecha systems to collaborate your energy cells through your systematical systems. So the core between all individual circuits is connecting nicely. So the 5 elements are gathering, and they're going more into deeper atmosphere right now. They have to, because they have to change the energy flow of its space, of its atmospheres, of its ground formations, change those vibrations, balance out everything around its nature's core, its waters continuum, its atmospheres, and the ground septic centers. I forgot to mention that too. Those are location devices that we use all around its worlds, and the worlds that I'm talking about are the dimensional worlds through its realms, and those realms have a definitive space. And what I mean by definitive space is they have alloys of different energies, and those energies go through its space continuum. Now, space continuum is not just one word. Every letter represents a system. So, like for example, we're tapping into the solar energetic system. Tapping T. T stands for telegraphing. A stands for air, and P stands for perpetuating, and the other P stands for it's a symbol that represents its solar significance, basically, and the ing is a solar energy cycle. So these are big words, and it's hard to explain it, because once you get into space continuum, you understand its matrix and its line formations, how everything is gathered through its system. So I know it gets complicated as it goes, because like I said before, when you get into space continuum, I'm going to be more complex, and you guys are going to have to get more understanding of what's going on through the body and ecosystems. I've done tremendous videos from day one. So people that are, especially the new viewers, if you're not sure what's going on, go tap into my first video and go all the way up, so you get a better understanding of what's going on through the system. And once you understand that, then you'll get updates of what's going on through space and its continuum. It also has times continuum. It also has speed continuum, and we also have slow continuum. Now, slow continuum is basically understanding the body, how to use the separation through its particles, how you multiverse into a gigantic wind factor, and that gigantic wind factor, basically you go circulation through rotation, getting to know your energy cells, your pocket cells, getting to know your body as a superficial way of flying. Okay. Because when you're into that atmosphere, you have to get used to its energies, you have to get used to the atmosphere, and you have to get used to the oxygen through space. Because it's on a high velocity of speed in space continuum. So you can either go slow or you can go fast. But it's all about your electricity, it's all about understanding the galactic higher self, and what's involved with the galactic higher self, and how to use the mechasystems, how to use the electricity, how to use your body and ecosystems properly and efficiently enough. When you're in space, you know exactly what to do when you're interfaced with interactions of interceptions of other planets, solar systems, and intelligence. So that's what when you come across stuff like that, you have to know exactly the velocity of the speed of its vibration through communication. So I know it's getting a little bit more complicated, but that's how it goes through space continuum. Anyway, so you guys went through the journey. Questions or comments are great. Let me know how you felt. Basically, you're still getting used to the atmospheres. We're just uprising the solar surface, separating the sectors right now, and you're going to keep getting that energy going into you every day. So it's very important that you guys surface on the same wavelengths as everybody else. because that vibration is exceptionally important, especially with the fifth dimension. So anyway, I think that's good for now. I'm going to tap out. This is Andy Weston, President of all solar systems, planets, intelligence through the galactic self, through the galactic force of Galactic Octave 7. Calling out. Adios.